The Industrial Revolution refers to the change in Britain from an agricultural society to an industrial one. It was not the result of one single invention or event, but rather the result of a series of inventions and the actions of certain businessmen. In 1764, James Hargreaves invented the spinning jenny in Blackburn in the north of England. This was a machine which reduced the amount of work needed to produce yarn, that's cotton fibre, from raw cotton. With the spinning jenny, a girl could do the work of 12 adults. As a result, the price of yarn fell and workers earned less. Eventually they broke into Hargreaves' house and smashed his machines, forcing him to leave Blackburn. 5 years later, in 1769, Richard Arkwright patented the water frame, which was a big improvement on Hargreaves' machine. It was driven by a water wheel instead of the muscle power of the workers, but was too big to be used in a cottage where the work was usually done. In 1771, he installed the machinery in his cotton mill, creating one of the first factories. The factory system completely changed the way people worked. They were employed rather than contracted, and the working day depended on the clock rather than on the hours of daylight. The new machinery meant that factory owners could employ unskilled workers who could be easily replaced. Arkwright went on to build factories in Manchester and other places, and by 1785 about 30,000 people were employed in factories using his machines. He's sometimes called the father of the Industrial Revolution. In 1773, Matthew Boulton, with the inventor James Watt, opened a factory in Birmingham which produced and sold Watt's steam engines. The engines were used for pumping water from copper and tin mines and eventually for the cotton mills. By 1788, just 26 years after the invention of the spinning jenny, Manchester had become the world's first industrial city and the centre of the world cotton industry. The population had risen sharply to 75,000. Previously, the city had only been the trading centre for cotton goods because it lacked good water power, but Watt's steam engine meant that mills could be built anywhere that had good coal supplies.